I'm for real, dude. That's what he would do. And he'd be like, we might be afraid when we're going to a new place we've never been before, doing something we haven't done before, or when we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Joshua and his army were afraid when they got to Jericho. They had to go into a place they'd never been and do things they hadn't done before. God said in Deuteronomy 31:6, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." He promises us the same thing. He will never leave us or let us down. Joshua listened to the instructions God gave him. God told him to have his army march around the huge walls of the city of Jericho. They had to march around the walls not just once, not twice, but march around and around for 6 whole days. The priests carried trumpets, and on the 7th day, they blew them as loud as they could. They didn't know what was going to happen. They were afraid, but they knew God was with them. They gave a loud shout, and as the noise erupted, the huge walls came tumbling down. The city of Jericho was theirs. They shouted and shouted as the stones fell from the walls, and they could invade the city. God was with them, just as he had promised. They didn't need to be afraid. Never fear, because God is near.
In life, no matter how tall or how big you are, every one of us will worry and experience fear at different times, but God gives us the power to overcome fear. He is with us, and we don't need to let fear have control in our lives. We can choose. If you've ever been camping out in the woods under the stars, you might have found some things to be afraid of. The strange noises of animals, the creepy crawly bugs, and the howl of the wind in the trees. Let's call this camp over here the camp of fear. In your life, you might camp out in the land of fear, afraid of what others may think of us or do to us, fear of making new friends, fear of pain, scared of what the future might hold, fear of missing opportunities. But this camp, we can call the camp of trust. You can choose to set up camp for your life with trust in God. Here, you know God is with you, and you can trust in Him to take care of your future, your potential. There's love, joy, and peace. Your future is secure in God. No matter what happens, you don't need to be afraid because God is with you. Jesus gives us the power to not set up camp in the wrong place. God promises us that He'll never leave us or let us down. We can all be afraid from time to time, but we don't have to stay afraid. We don't have to set up camp there. Where will you set up camp?